The only question is how much Milo is too much Milo. Hi everyone, it's Tash and welcome to another recipe video, and today we are going to be making 5 ingredient Milo ice cream. Timestamps are down below in the description if you want to skip the initial blah blah, but stick around if you want to hear a little bit about what we're making first. The beauty about this recipe is that you don't have to add any additional sugar because all the sugar we need is in the Milo, and we're going to add a lot of it. In fact, as you'll see later on in this recipe video, I start by adding what I think is already a lot of Milo, and then I add more, and I can confirm that I regret nothing. It was definitely the correct choice to make. The base of this ice cream is a very simple egg yolk base. Don't be scared of it, as long as you're cooking on a low to medium heat you will be fine. Remember, if you turn it up too high, if you heat the egg yolks too fast, they may scramble, so keep it on the low medium gentle side. And all we really need for this ice cream is milk, cream, egg yolks, a little bit of corn flour just to help doubly thicken it up and to help stop the egg yolks from curdling, and of course Milo, and lots of it. So with all that said, let's go to the kitchen. Ow! I forgot I cut my thumb earlier pruning my roses, spiky little things. So let's go to the kitchen and see how it's done. We're going to start with the most important ingredient, the Milo. Here I have 150 grams of the stuff, and that is a lot of Milo. And I'm going to gradually whisk in 400 millilitres of whole full fat milk, and we're going to add 150 millilitres of double cream. Now we're going to pop the heat on to a medium heat, and we're going to heat this until it's steaming. Also going to keep stirring it so we can dissolve our Milo fully. You know what, I think this isn't Milo-y enough. I'm going to add another 100 grams, so that's 250 grams of Milo in total, because I just can't get enough Milo, and we want this to be extra Milo-y. Wow, that is extra concentrated. Perfect. Right, I'm going to leave this to come to a steamingly hot temperature, but not quite simmering, almost simmering, but steaming. And while we wait for that to heat up, let me turn that down a bit because I tried to speed it up, but we don't want to speed it up too much. While we're waiting for this to heat up fully, let's whisk our egg yolks up. Now here I have 3 egg yolks, and at this stage I usually add a bit of sugar and whisk them up together when I'm making this kind of ice cream, but because there's so much sugar in the Milo, we're not going to add any additional sugar. We are going to add my usual third of a teaspoon, or third to half of a teaspoon of corn flour though, and this does 2 things. This, along with the egg yolks, helps thicken up the custard mixture, and it also helps stop the egg yolks from scrambling when they get heated up. So now I'm just going to take my balloon whisk and I'm going to whisk these well together. Now our Milo cream is steamingly hot. We're going to vigorously whisk and pour at the same time. This is called tempering the egg yolks, by the way. We're basically heating up those egg yolks, or preheating them, before we then stick them over a direct heat. This will also help stop them from scrambling, because they won't be shocked by the heat. Now I don't always do this because I'm quite confident that it hasn't scrambled, but we're going to pass it through a sieve back into our saucepan, and this will catch any bits of scrambled egg or nasty bits in there and make sure that our ice cream is completely smooth. As it happens, it was only foam that got caught this time. No scrambled bits, so that's quite good. We're going to pop this back on the heat and turn it up to medium again. And we're going to keep stirring this until it thickens enough to coat the back of your spoon, or in my case my spatula, and that's when you can run your finger through it and it will leave a mark. At the moment it's very liquidy, so let's thicken it. Obviously be careful if you do this yourself at home because it's going to be hot, but let me let it cool down for a second before I do this. You can see it's now coating the back of the spatula. If I do that, it leaves a stripe, so it doesn't run off like water. Right, let's get to cooling this down. Now over here I have 2 bowls. I have a bowl of ice water, which I'm going to place this other bowl in. And I'm going to pour a hot ice cream mixture into that inner bowl, and this is going to help cool it down faster. And we're going to keep stirring until at least it stops steaming, because at this point, because we've heated up milk and cream, if we let it sit still and let the top cool without agitating it, it's going to form a tough skin. So keep stirring it over your ice bath. Now my mixture's fully cooled. I've made sure that I've dried the bottom of the bowl fully because we don't want any water to drip into our ice cream, because that will cause ice crystals, which will make our ice cream rough in texture. Let me pour this into our ice cream bucket. And we're going to pop this into our ice cream machine. Let me bring it over so you can see. Pop the paddle in. Lock it, switch it on from the mains because I always forget that. And with this machine, I just switch it on. Just make your ice cream according to your machine's instructions. This one's a really cheap one. Takes about 30 minutes and then it beeps at me very loudly, almost like an explosion's about to happen. It's really scary. Just do it to your own machine's requirements. We're all set to transfer this into our container, which is I have pre-frozen, so it is already chilled out. Let's see. Oh, nice. Let's get the bucket out. Oh, she's heavy. There's a lot of Milo in there. So I like to take the paddle out carefully because it's frozen in there. I have a small scoop, a small spatula, so I take off all the excess off of the sides, and then I like to take a bigger spatula and scoop that all in my container. Now this is very soft at the moment, so we are going to freeze it more in the freezer. I do this for an extra 4 hours or overnight. And then when you're ready to eat, you can simply take it out of the freezer for about 10 minutes to soften up, and then you can scoop it. Let's pop the top on. And now let's pop this in the freezer for at least 4 hours or overnight. Of course it's a hot day and the ice cream's already melting, so let's go. Obviously I'm going to put even more Milo on it. Milo dinosaur time. It's 28 degrees in my flat right now and this is melting fast, so I'm not going to hang around. Cheers! Really good strong Milo flavour. Super chocolatey and malty. And fast turning into soup because as you can see by my shiny face, it is hot. So there you go, easy 5 ingredient Milo ice cream. I'm going to change hands because my thumb is hurting. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe video and I hope you'll join me next Wednesday for my next one. Get the full written recipe on my blog tashcakes.com, follow me on Instagram, I'm tashcakes.tastes, and find me on TikTok too, I'm tashcakes2, but my handle is food in slow motion. Subscribe if you want to see more, give this video a like if you liked it to help other people find it, comment down below if you'd like me to make anything in particular, and I will see you all next time. Be good, be nice, and have a good week. I think it's time to break out my mini air conditioning unit because it is seriously hot in here.